Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Carly and this is my channel, Carly's Crafts and Interests. Welcome, and if you are returning, welcome back. Today I'm going to be taking a little of a break from my usual mystery book reviews when I do book reviews, and I'm going to be doing a poet review. Today I'm doing my favorite poet, William Butler Yeats. I have liked him since I was about 15, 16 years old when I was living in England, and I discovered his poetry and I really liked it. And I'm going to tell you a bit about him, and I'm going to read you one of his poems, one of my favorite poems as well. William Butler Yeats was born in Sandymount in County Dublin in Ireland. He's an Irish poet. His father was John Butler Yeats, and he was a descendant of Jarvis Yeats, who was a Williamite soldier and a linen merchant and a well-known painter, and a lot of different things that his father did. Yeats was raised a member of the Protestant Ascendancy, I guess it's part of the Protestant Church, where at the time was overgoing, they were having a struggle of who they were at the time when he was younger. And his family was supportive of the changes that were happening in Ireland at the time. The nationalist revival of the late 19th century was directly disadvantaged by his heritage and informed his outlook for the remainder of his life. So basically, who he was, marked, how he felt the rest of his life. He was given the Nobel Prize in 1923 for literature. That's pretty impressive. That's not an award that's given out to everybody. He achieved it. And he was one of the foremost figures in 20th century literature. And he was a playwright as well. And one of my favorite poems by him is called He Wishes for the Cloths of Heaven. Had I the heavens embroidered cloths, inwrought with golden and silver light, the blue and the dim and the dark cloths of night and light and the half-light, I would spread the cloths under your feet. But I, being poor, have only my dreams. I have spread my dreams under your feet. Tread softly, because you tread on my dreams. I just think it's a beautiful poem. You think, a poor person, he doesn't have a lot. What can he give somebody, he gives them what he can, his dreams. But he wants them to tread softly, Don't stamp all over my dreams. These are the dreams that I have. These are the things I want to do. And I just think it's a beautiful poem. This is what he looked like when he was younger, right here. And when he was older, this is him right there. There's a lot about him that can be discussed. And I'm trying to figure out, in 1889, he met somebody who was called Maud Gonne, or Gunn, Gunn, Gnne. I'm not quite sure how. She was a 23-year-old English heiress and a nationalist, an Irish nationalist. She was 18 months younger than Yeats, and later claims she met the poet as a paint-stained art student. He was very interested in her. He had his infatuation, kind of like Van Gogh had for who Van Gogh liked. He was infatuated. He was, he loved Maud very much, and she had a significance in some of his poetry. You know how people write poems to each other. Especially love poems, and he did that. She was part of that. He said about her, and later, it seems to me that she, meaning Maud, brought to my life those days. For as yet I only saw what lay upon the surface in the middle of the tent, a sound of a Burmese gong overpowering the tumult that had yet many pleasant secondary notes. She didn't love him back, unfortunately. She never felt the same. Which is unfortunate. Looking through, he started the Abbey Theatre with Lady Gregory, Edward Martin, and George Moore. It was the Irish literary theatre to promote Irish plays. The ideals of the Abbey were derived from the avant-garde French theater, which sought to impress the ascendancy of the playwright rather than the actor-manager à l'anglaise. And so he had the theater, and he and it was successful for it was there for a while, but it wasn't very successful, this theater. And there's different things that he was involved in. I mainly know him for his poetry, and that's what I like about him the most. That's my little review about him. He interesting person. When he was younger, his poems had a lot of mystical kind of creatures and things, or things from he incorporated things from myths and things. And then when he got older, he got a little bit more political, more serious. Basically, you grow up. Your views can change, and your writing can change if you. And I hope that you enjoy my little review of him. I've enjoyed him a lot. Here, there's too much to go over really about him. He's an interesting person, but if you are interested in his life and what he was about, I encourage you to look him up, check him out. Check out his work and check out his poems because I find them really interesting. Um, I'm a lot of them are, they like the one I read. They bring out something to me. There's something that I find a very beautiful prose. I hope you enjoyed this little review. I haven't done poets before, and I probably will. Maybe I'll take a break from mystery reviews, and maybe I do have some poets that I can talk about. We can do a poetry um, review series for a bit. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I would love it if you did. And if you have, thank you for being with me in my little channel. Please, if you check out a lot of my other videos, I don't just do book reviews. Hope to see you soon. But till then, have a great day, and bye-bye for now.